And we're live.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's Dead Gamers Talking podcast. We are the Dead Gamers. No, I will not accept your res spell. Go away. I'm waiting for my guild res. Jeez. Stop asking. So we, on this show, like to talk about video games, obviously, and often the video game industry, slightly less obviously. And of course, our favorite topic is always what not to do at a stop sign. So yeah, it sounds like we got a fun show today. Before we get exactly down into the nitty-gritty details of the show, I'm going to pass it off to my wonderful co-hosts. We'll start with Remy.
Hi. Sorry, I was having double fewer voice there because I didn't think to mute the YouTubes. Hi everybody. I am Remy, otherwise known as Remy Punks on Twitter. I am Remy on YouTube and Remy all of the places that you can find me. Socks, give out your 411.
Hello, everyone. I am Socks. Can be found on Twitter at Renaxus and on YouTube at Neat Life. I make videos about the video game industry and the journalism around it, I guess. So yes, that's me. Hello.
Terrific. We also our other wonderful.
Man down. Yeah, we're missing.
We are. He's not left behind. This is the process of actually going to get him, you see. Broadcasting live is how we do it. We're actually currently on a truck in North Korea. We're going to find him. We think he's there because we don't know where else Optimus could possibly be. We just instantly assumed North Korea because he talks about it all the time. So
I heard he was best friends with Dennis Rodman. So
I heard that too. You know that story about Dennis Rodman getting drunk and vomiting on Kim Jong-un?
Exactly.
It was actually Optimus. Yeah. Yep. Optimus almost started World War III, ladies and gentlemen. You can thank me. You can tell him I said that and thank him for me. Anyway, so he'll be joining us later once we find him / when he shows up, either or. He might be hunting us. We don't know. It's also Predator in here. So we're going to start with our stories. We got a pretty good lineup today. We're going to talk about the PC Gamer stuff. We're going to talk about Escapist, Humble Bundle, Crash Override, and Honey Pop, of course. Not necessarily in that order, but for now that'll work. So we're going to start off with PC Gamer. So this was probably the big thing from last week that kind of happened while we were in the process of doing our last show, or I think it came out shortly after. As I'm sure a lot of you know, what we discovered was that the community manager of Ubisoft and was it a senior editor or something at PC Gamer had been caught quite literally in bed, in many ways, having a very romantic and personal relationship with each other, and that this particular journalist had written about Ubisoft, I think, about 7 times. I think there were 7 articles of his on their website.
Yep.
So, and guess what? It wasn't really disclosed in any of them. So that was a massive bomb that went off, and we were pretty shocked by that, pretty angry. And PC Gamer, of course, responded by completely editing everything out and trying to hide everything, and of course not changing their ethic. Oh wait, actually, they did change their ethics policy. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was thinking of every other shitty journalistic outlet out there. My bad, guys. I'm sorry, PC Gamer. You actually earn brownie points by actually adopting a real ethics policy and apologizing. Wow, that was pretty easy, and guess what? There's a lot more people willing to go back to PC Gamer because of it. Although they've definitely lost viewers because they fucked up instead of being ethical to start with. But guess what? They managed to save a fair few by doing the right thing. So I'll pass this off to.
Yeah,
but not only did they do the right thing, they did the right thing, and then there was an outcry of, this makes people unsafe. I can't believe they did that. That was horrible. This challenges people's relationships. So somehow disclosing and being honest is really, really naughty in some people's eyes.
Yeah, there are a lot of claims of policing human relationships. That is literally what somebody said when we asked for things to be disclosed. Now, I do want to comment that the relationship between this writer and the PR person from Ubisoft was not technically a secret, right? Because the editor-in-chief of the magazine of PC Gamer actually knew about it. But there was no disclosure on any of the articles, and they're in a serious, committed relationship and have been for several years. But that's a conflict of interest that needs to be stated, even if she didn't influence any of his writing at all. The appearance of impropriety is still there. Do you know what I mean? And that's what people really need to kind of take away from that it wasn't disclosed, but then PC Gamer did disclose it. I'm looping back now. Sorry. But yeah, so it was disclosed, and now, I guess, and journalists, if they have a personal relationship with any of the staff on any of the games or whatever they're writing about, they're not allowed to actually write about that subject anymore, which is great. But apparently that's horribly evil, according to some people on the internet. Because, yeah, like I said, policing human relationships. Mm-hmm. That's apparently a thing.
And
sorry,
what was written on PC Gamer in regards to it was just extremely well done. And I think the thing that was the biggest win and the thing that made me the happiest about it was that we didn't do anything. All that happened was literally Farts, who is the most amazing man on the internet, found this information. I mean, he just read Twitter and did what he does. And without us starting to send emails, without us starting to do anything other than tweet, they went in and they made changes and made things better and did the right thing. And with any of the dark things going on or anybody saying anything negative about Gamergate or what we're doing, that is a win for us. Because we've made it so that even without us making a peep, there is change. And that's amazing and awesome.
Yes.
I agree.
Exactly. It's this whole disclosing, you have to, or what was the thing they kept saying, Socks?
Policing human relationships.
Okay, gotcha. I'll remember that the next time I see a prosecutor and his client in bed, or a prosecutor and the defendant's client in bed. I'll remember that next time, and I remember, can't say it's bad. That's policing human relationships, guys.
Yeah. Remember that next time that a politician you don't like is banging a bunch of journalists and writers? Yeah, and that are writing favorable things and hiding it. Yeah. Remember that next time. Because that's policing human relationships.
You know what, guys? Those people who are saying it's policing your relationships, they should, what's his name? Sorry, I have to look this up. Someone else talk while I do this, please. Thank you.
Well, he Googles. I will. Well, and the people that seem to have the outcry and the problem with it weren't even. And this is my biggest problem, is whenever we have a happening, the people that get most upset, I'm like, who are you and why are you relevant to what is going on? I don't understand, like, obviously we have, as consumers, an idea of what we want our journalists to behave like. And they're not bizarre and strange demands. It's simply just be honest, be open about your relationships, so that way we know, that person's really, tight with the people who designed this. Maybe it's going to be a little biased. Just so that we're informed consumers and not being misled. The people that get upset, I'm always like, and are like, oh, look what this bad thing Gamergate made them do. I'm like, who are you guys and where did you come from? Why are you here? What is going on? And this was another case of that. Every person that I saw tweeting who was like, oh no, this is really horrible, and I really hate that PC Gamer did this. I'm like, who are you? Like, why? Why are you here?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. The other part of people were complaining that PC Gamer were, quote, giving into a hate mob and giving us legitimacy, which is absolutely ridiculous because they're still going with this whole, Gamergate is essentially about chasing women out of tech and out of gaming and off the internet, which is ridiculous because all we want is ethics policies and for people to actually adhere to them.
Hey, Socks.
Yeah.
How you doing being a woman on the internet?
It seems okay. I mean, I heard that Gamergate is supposed to be chasing me away and the gamers are horrible scumbags, but people listen to my opinion.
I'll chase the both of you.
My people don't run. Yeah, my people don't run, so don't do that.
I don't run very fast. But yeah, no, I mean that's the thing is that it's we keep being painted as harassers and as these people that do all these horrible things. And I say all the time that we are the least successful hate movement ever because I feel so not hated. It's just really, really funny to me.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you there. I mean, I don't think I've had so many people listen to my opinion before. And I don't think I've ever actually gotten along with so many other women before. It's really tripping me out. So, yeah. Gamergate, worst gang and worst hate movement ever.
I mean, here I
do
am
love that we've... With women! You're on a show with women.
Two women. Yes.
Yeah.
So impressed.
We outnumber you right now. Matriarchy.
Oh no! They're gonna come chase me! Oh no! Where will I flee to? Runs to bedroom. Oh no!
See? Misogynying me right now. Oh my god.
My soggy knees.
I will donate to your Patreon, Socks.
Please do.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is, let's. I wonder if people should ask Barrett Brown what his opinions on this. What was it? Policing human relations are. What would the journalist who is incarcerated for working with frickin' Anonymous would say, who was just today convicted and sentenced to 68 months in prison for basically being a journalist? I wonder what he would say about policing human relations. I imagine there F-bombs will be dropped and statements of the fuck up and the word grow would be part of it too. I think something like that, yeah. As he faces prison for doing actual real integral work. God, these people who think that's policing human relations, these people are fucking jokes. What jokes of journalists? God, they make me sick.
By the way, Marco, thank you. That is just as good as the Dead Gamers. So the co-optional podcast is just as good as we are, guys. Wayne is not here for this moment right now. But yeah, no, the gaming journalist industry is so completely out of touch with the reality of the rest of the universe.
Not just the gaming journalists. It's just online media in general now. But yes. Sorry.
But to be fair, though, most media is online media at this point. That is the brave new world that we reside in. So and there's growing pains, and some are better than others. But yeah, it's really embarrassing sometimes going, oh, that person said that. Oh no. There's a lot of oh honeys.
It's.
Sorry.
I just can't believe these people sometimes. Policing human relations.
Now, onto relations that are not being policed. Many changes at The Escapist. This is the thing I care about.
Well, then you can lead off.
Well, I have to Google first. Basically, Crave came out with an article saying that there was going to be major shakeups at The Escapist, and oh, here it is. First thing, I love Google. It was written by. First thing I want to say, anybody who read the article on Crave Online, the author Jonathan Leake, actually very very pleasant guy. I tweeted him and was like, some of your information is off. He would not reveal sources. Good for him. You know, that's a thing you shouldn't do. But he did update.
A wild Optimus appeared.
Hey! Welcome, good sir.
Hello. Who's the person who said they kidnapped me?
I thought you were stolen by raccoons.
Oh, let me put it this way, buddy. Even ISIS wouldn't try that stunt. Anyway.
Well, you missed us talking about PC Gamer. We just wrapped up talking about that. Did you want to chime in or have any closing words about it? We basically said good on them doing the right thing, and all of the people that were like, boo, PC Gamer giving into the hate mob.
Well, the biggest thing is like somehow I believe it was a comment by a certain person who said that them having an ethics policy made people less safe, and that is absolutely retarded.
Yes.
That's the best way I can put it. Sorry.
Didn't you know being a person of integrity means that you're making everyone else unsafe?
Oh yeah. Sure. But anyway.
And now we are into the Crave Online story and the changes that happened at The Escapist. Well, game trailers, Gamefront, and The Escapist. Jonathan Leake, I was saying, is the person who wrote the piece, and originally he had listed saying that Elizabeth Harper, Greg Tito, Michael, I'm not going to say his last name, Phil Rowan, and Ross Lincoln were all being let go. And originally he said that Bob Chipman was also being let go at The Escapist, and we all, the Twitters lit up and all of that, and of course Alex Macris came out and said, no, Movie Bob is not being let go, but Greg Tito is gone, and we have our new editor-in-chief at The Escapist, Josh Vander Wall, and he wrote a wonderful little welcome editorial piece that flew around the Twitter. I will link it here for my fellow co-hosts to read over. But I know I think everybody was pretty universally let down and sad that Bob was still there. Is that basically the consensus? Guys?
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry.
I had muted myself for a second because I was letting you talk.
Oh, you're so polite.
Yeah, I try to be, Bob's the worst. Yes, he is. Absolutely is. Shut up, Pone. Sorry, I'm still trying to gather myself. So
that's completely okay. Yeah. No, and here's the thing, and I will be the one to sort of say it. Yes, I don't like Bob Chipman. I mean, he is not somebody that I would want to ride in an elevator with. But the thing that, and everybody who knows me knows I'm a huge Alexandra Macris fangirl, and that is what it is, and that's my disclosure. But I feel like with The Escapist, they have been fair. And just because we don't agree with Bob and we don't like him doesn't mean that he shouldn't have a job. Being a jerk doesn't make you unemployable. Because if that was the case, a lot of us wouldn't have jobs.
Yeah, it depends on the job, but
But there are people who enjoy him, though. Otherwise, he wouldn't be what he is.
Yes. I will say this: if we're going to go by the new EIC's statement, where he says he wants to get away from the curmudgeon style of journalism and more to the enthusiast style of journalism, then Chipman's not going to last long anyway, because he is definitely a curmudgeon when it comes to his style. So,
yes,
I mean he's basically, I'm going to go ahead and say it, he's basically Sterling Light, and that's not really saying something considering their girth, but yeah, I don't foresee Chipman staying very long at this point. I really want to talk about Greg Tito showing his true colors after he was let go, which didn't surprise me in the least.
I don't like that man.
Yeah, essentially, after he was let go, he got on Twitter talking about, I wanted to change things at The Escapist and blah, blah, blah. Basically, he basically wanted to say, my Lord Ben Kuchera, I will do anything you say. So that tells me during the whole leak of Game Journal Pros, when he said he wasn't going to close, that was Alex saying, don't close it. You work for me, not for Ben Kuchera. So.
Yeah, and people are saying in the chat, Macris is definitely a capitalist, but, I mean, that's completely okay. As long as he's running his business ethically, and, again, Bob gets clicks, and that is what it is. The rest of the staff really, I think, is what makes it great. The fact that on the forums we have a voice and we have a platform and we haven't been silenced is wonderful. If you guys haven't had the chance, I wonder if because it's my channel, if it'll let me link. I'm going to try and link something. Oh, nope. Okay. I will have to post it in the description. If you go to The Escapist, it's The Escapist new editor-in-chief is the link for the article. If you just search for a note from your friendly neighborhood editor-in-chief, it's from Joshua Vanderwall. And number one, he lays out his history in the industry, where he started, where he's been, where he's going to. He used to write a Magic the Gathering column, and just seems like an all-around nerdy, cool guy. Is nerdy and cool allowed to be in a sentence together now?
Yes.
Okay. Just the plans it sounds like that he has for The Escapist isn't going to move us backwards. People seem to be really dubious when the changes were happening, but I'm excited. I think that it's going to be a good thing and a growing thing for them.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a pushback. I don't care what Greg Tito's personal views are. I don't care that even if it was Archon who was telling him not to close things. The fact for me is, during his stead, he didn't close things. He didn't shut down discussion. Even if he did want to, even if Archon was telling him not to, he didn't. We could debate how much control that Archon has over what Tito does, and I'm sure it's pretty much almost universally all complete control. But he still didn't do it. And now that he's out, he's free to have his views. I am entirely okay with that. That's fine. What matters to me is he kept them out, no matter how much he wanted to put them in, during his time as editor-in-chief. And that is why I will still support Fart and others who thanked him for his time and wished him well in his future endeavors, because for what he did it fine. I'm okay with what he did. I'm okay with who he is as a person outside of this. I don't have to agree with him on a lot of things, and I'm sure we disagree on most. But now that he's out, but the fact of the matter is he kept that stuff out of his job for the most part, and that's fine by me. I can live with this. Sucks.
Yeah, my house has got less loud now, so I can talk again.
Woo!
It's the middle of the day here.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't even want to know what it's like living with a bunch of crazy Greek people. Anyway, what was I even? Oh, yeah, escapist stuff. I kind of agree with you, Fiora. I'm of the opinion that Tito did an okay job keeping his personal shit out of his professional stint at The Escapist. So he can say whatever the fuck he wants on the Twitter now. He just gotta remember that, not a lot of places to go. Know what I mean? Like, you'll probably see these people pop up on Kotaku or Polygon or, one of the Vox.
I was gonna ask, have we heard any rumors about where Greg is headed next?
Next week he'll be at Kotaku or Polygon. I'm just, gonna throw that out there. We're gonna go that we're gonna next week we're gonna do the Optimus was right segment, and I'll be right again. So.
He'll be working for either Vox or Gorka. So.
Yeah. He's not gone, and he'll definitely go somewhere where he'll have a little more. Because he basically wherever he goes, if he goes to those two, obviously he can't be an EIC because they already have an EIC. But it is what it is. Y'all can have a difference of opinion on it. I think he's a worm, so that's just me though.
I don't have to like him to appreciate that he did his job professionally. Again,
you can hit him in the face.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Zeta just said Kotaku is the containment board for Game Journo Pros, and it really, really is starting to seriously look that way. And they seem completely unashamed of it. They're just sort of like, here, let us absorb you all, come in, and are just completely shameless about it.
Yeah, but that's because in their heads they did nothing wrong, right? Like, they literally did nothing wrong. And if they did do something wrong, it was for a good cause, okay? So you shouldn't judge because you're a terrible person, okay? And we're here to tell you why. Don't play Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, because that'll make you a murderer and violent against women.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and
because
Sala just said IGN is probably looking for a few people right now since they're down some prominent staff members, so that might be fertile ground for Tito to head towards.
Oh no, IGN have an ethics policy.
Yeah, that's the thing. He won't go there because they actually have an ethics policy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't push what he's been pushing on Twitter since he got shit canned and work for IGN. Not with that ethics policy. Can't happen.
Yeah. So. I have to make a disclosure because I'm shitting on all these other websites now. This hasn't been announced yet, I don't think, and I'm probably going to put my foot in my mouth. But I am currently working on some reviews for a new review site called lewdgamer.com. So, yeah, take what I say with that in mind, I guess, because I'm totes biased.
Totally biased. So, tell us what it's like to be in the industry. Are you on any secret mailing list yet? Have you gotten that invite?
Yeah, I'm on the Game Porno Pros list. Yeah. We collude with tentacles all day, every day.
Bravo. I needed that. After today. Yes.
You think I'm joking? I'm not.
I look forward to reading your articles through my fingers because I am covering my eyes.
You're gonna start reading in Braille? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's Lewd Gamer. I only review lewd games.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Prior to Gamergate, I didn't really realize there were lewd games. I have an edge. I know. I'm very sheltered, but not really. But yeah, like it's been a mind-opening and eye-opening experience. This internet hate movement we're part of is pretty phenomenal. There's all of this diversity in gaming that I didn't know
I'm
about.
telling you, man, we're the worst freaking hate group ever.
I know, we suck.
We keep funding these, funding new websites. We've, helped female developers in the industry. I mean, what's that game that just came out? That Chong was crapping all over.
Honey Pop.
Yeah.
We were going to talk about that later, but we can totally talk about that now.
Oh,
I'll have a disclosure for you right now. I'm actually writing a review on Honey Pop right fucking now. Well, not like right now,
I'm offering
but like
people lewd tweets to buy me that game, and nobody's done it yet.
You know as well as I do, you got to do more than lewd tweets. You got to.
I bought that game with my own money. I bought that game with my Patreon money.
Sox bought it with her Patreon. I, on the other hand, want people in our internet hate movement to buy it for me because I can't buy games for myself. But nobody's taken me up on it. I do actually really, really want to play it, though. Have you gotten to play it at all yet, Sox? Or
I have played. Let me check Steam. I have played 15 hours of Honey Pop, and I bought the game a day and a half ago.
Oh my god! Yeah, oh, it's really good.
More than half a day playing this.
Yeah, so here's why, and I'll tell you why. It's because puzzle games, especially Bejeweled type puzzle games, are crack cocaine for women brains. I don't know why.
They are. But are there boobies too? Like, how?
Sorry?
How naked does it get?
If you have the Steam version without the little patch, then no nudes. But if you put the little patch on it, nudes.
I am all about this game. It's Bejeweled with boobies. Come on. Yeah. Who couldn't love that except for that guy? That's crazy. What was his justification for being so butthurt? I don't understand.
Because apparently Gamergate is the reason Honey Pop was so popular, because we bought the game out of spite.
Did we even know about it until he talked about it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I knew about it, but I kind of ignored it because I figured it was just going to be another, gem pop game, and it was just, crap. But I played it, and it's definitely not, and it's good. But whatever.
It's described as a puzzle game, but also a visual novel?
No, it's a puzzle game / dating sim. It's definitely not a visual novel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just, trying to get a clarification because, I can't count on any kind of review from Ian Miles wrong because he's always wrong. So.
I don't even think he's played it. But his whole feelings are so hurt over it. It's, whatever. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was completely baffled. I mean, everything that I looked at the game and everything that I saw, I'm like, what about this would make a man angry? Like, I'm
objectifying women, don't you know? Even though, like, 80% of the staff on the game was women, and even if you discount the voice actresses, still 50% of the staff were women. I think the lead developer is actually a gay woman. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was like what 80% of the dev team was women. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are terrible. We're terrible at driving women out of the industry. We need to do better. Come on.
We're the worst internet hate movement ever. But yeah, I'm super excited. Everybody that I know is playing it, and people who I don't even think of as being Bejeweled players or anything like that are really, really thoroughly enjoying it. Like, I feel like we're somehow legitimizing my crappy Facebook game addiction. So it's a good thing to me.
Look, those games are popular for a reason. They trigger like little task receptor thingy craps in your brain. I'm not a behavioral psychologist, so I don't fucking know, right? But there is some sort of weird psychology, okay, which I guess makes us kind of like worker drones, and these stupid puzzle games trigger it, right? And that's why we're so hopelessly addicted to it. That's why freemium games make so much goddamn money. That's why Candy Crush is like the highest grossing game on the App Store.
Because it's made of crack.
They are made of crack, and that's exactly it. They are neural crack. Okay? The game, and it's not... Yeah, anyway, I'm going to shut up.
Well, I am excited to hear your review of it. Marco just said in the chat that even TB is going to play it. So it's, I don't know, having not heard of it and never really been like, ooh, lewd game, I'm super, super excited. So I think it'll be
Can I be sexist for a second?
Absolutely.
No, yes.
I'm going to do it. All right. I think this is just my observation of being a gamer for like 25 years now, I guess.
Only 25? Pleb. Oh.
Bitch, I picked up a controller when I was 4. There's not much, like, before that I have no memory. I don't know. Anyway. So, yeah, 25 years of recollection. I've noticed something. Chicks really dig stuff like Tetris and Columns and Bejeweled and Peggle, right? But it's like generally appealing. A lot of people love that kind of shit. You don't have to be a lady to enjoy that shit. Right? It wouldn't be as popular as it is if only chicks liked it, right?
Right.
True.
I still think that dudes enjoy, you know, like Magic the Gathering and stuff more than chicks enjoy it. Well, because I'm shit at Magic, right? But I'm boss at Tetris. Okay? So that's just my experience.
I'm way, way better at Magic the Gathering, and I can't pack a trunk to save my life.
There you go. See? I think that, like, Bejeweled is, like, the chick version of Magic the Gathering. The end. I don't know. I probably had a point, but it got lost somewhere in the medicated haze.
We're just, like, on par this week. It's really excellent.
Yeah.
I'm still completely, like, locked out of everything but YouTube, which is why I'm not Googling and grabbing links for stuff, because my Chrome is like, we don't know you, stranger danger.
How did your Chrome not know? What?
We had some technical difficulties while you were being held under duress, so...
Oh. I was held by the evil tax monster.
Nah, Kim Jong-un was sitting on you, and Dennis Rodman was laughing.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
We know, we were there, only not.
And then I hit the flowchart and did a Shoryuken and left. A Street Fighter talk, if anybody don't know. Gotta hit that flowchart though. Anyway. Oh, so.
Okay, so what is our next? Oh, I just realized Optimus can't see the list of doom. Humble Bundle is, and I know we're sort of on the fence on our feelings about Humble Bundle in general, because of Socks. You explain this really well.
Yeah, there was some rumors going around in the very early days, I think pre-hashtag, regarding certain employees at Humble Bundle, but again, rumors. There is zero confirmation, so we're ignoring them, I guess. And we're going to go with this story because it's kind of, you know, good, I guess.
It is. I cannot pull it up because, again, I am locked out of everything. But this week's Humble Bundle is actually, I can pull it up, is the Jesui bundle, Jesui Charlie. And they are, I'm going to get the link that I can't post in the chat.
The Freedom of the Press Foundation is the charity.
Yeah, and 100% of the proceeds are going to it. And the games, they have typewriter, which even the games sort of make sense for, I mean, Strike Vector doesn't really fit the theme, but it's a good thing. And just seeing, you know, the fact that even weeks on, people haven't forgotten that it's still being talked about, and that industries outside of journalism are still remembering the staff there and everything, I think is a really great thing.
I agree. It's it shows that, I mean, despite what you said, and like you said, Socks, about the possibility of this or that happening with Humble Bundle, which, like you said, nothing was proved. If they're going to go that far, it tells me at least somebody there believes in freedom of speech. So that goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we lost Fuhrer. I think he died.
He might have died. That would be sad. We'll have a little service for him during next.
If Fuhrer died, we'll be we'll have a wake on Wednesday, and Thursday will be the funeral / podcast. Everyone tune in.
But yeah, it is a good Humble Bundle, and it's an excellent cause. So, that's it's. And if you don't feel comfortable with Humble Bundle, you can always donate directly to Freedom of the Press Foundation, which is totally a worthy cause. We're going through our topics way too fast. We're like really on target and not getting sidetracked super bad this week. What's wrong with us? It's almost like we're getting professional.
Well, we got to do something about that.
Let's see here. Well, next topic we have is Crash Override.
Full disclosure, everyone in this that is part of this podcast, we had agreed early on not to talk about it. Correct?
Correct.
Because there was no point to talk about it. However, issues have arisen, and trying to show us a little more integrity than other places do on the internet, we will discuss these issues.
I would much rather talk about Sox's fantasy that we discussed in private.
But that was in private, though.
I'll write a fanfic for you, and then I will read it for you. Okay?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel special and warm in places.
Well, this is going. Go on. Tell me more. For research, of course.
For research.
I want to start this off by saying, hang on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I have a list of 23 publications that over the space of 3 days wrote about the Crash Override Network fighting back against online harassers like Gamergate.
This sounds vaguely familiar.
I wonder where I have seen this sort of narrative crafting before.
I can't place it. Was it in August?
It might have been in August.
Yeah. Was it around the 20 something?
28th, 29th?
28th, yeah, 28th, somewhere.
Somewhere like that. Maybe it had something to do with someone dying.
Someone dying?
Yeah.
It wasn't just someone, though. It was like a certain segment of people.
Right.
Yeah,
what was the name of this podcast again?
Dead Gamers Talk. Oh.
That's what it is.
Wow.
This goes a little broader, though, because the BBC, the Business Journal, Engadget, The Guardian, PC Gamer, Raw Story, Silicon Republic, Slashdot, The Telegraph, The Verge, The West Side Story, and Wired are all involved. Oh, and Ars Technica.
Big surprise, Ars Technica.
They
probably did the original article, and everybody adapted it for them.
Oh dear.
Go ahead.
How'd you manage that, Remy?
I have no idea.
What did Remy do?
Look down. down. There's 2 of me.
Oh. Okay.
It's very exciting. I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially cloned Remy's.
Crap baskets.
We did it. We did it.
The future is here. But yeah, also Raw Story. Can we just not talk about there ever? It's the first news place I ever got banned from.
I don't even know who they are, so.
Amanda Marcotte. If I had a nemesis, it would be her.
I'm just. Does she like just like like as you're doing stuff, she's like sitting across the street, looking at you and giving you
menacingly.
Giving you the slash throat every time y'all lock eyes. She gives you the slash throat like. I can give you a thumbs down every time because you're going down. Her sole purpose in life is to take you down.
She takes a tall backed leather chair with her everywhere. So when you walk around a corner, she just spins around in the chair and she's holding this cat. Stares you down. Like a bum.
Remy Pungs, we meet again.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, goodness.
Stroking the cat the whole time. Yes.
Poor cat having to be touched by Amanda. But anyway. No, the thing is that I have the sinking suspicion that if we looked at a lot of these articles that we would see a familiar track of people that we know participate.
I'm almost positive that that's what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Let's quickly go over what the Crash Override Network is. Aside from a really stupid hackers reference, let me just say, bitch, you ain't Angelina. It's supposedly a network, a support network, right? To like help fight online harassment and like help victims of Twitter abuse and stuff, but only victims that they choose.
Mm-hmm. We don't count.
We don't count. We definitely don't count. So yeah, that's what it is. But rather interesting with that whole narrative shift, and again, the painting of Gamergate as a gang of online harassers. We literally a cyber gang, right? We need to come up with some hand signs. Our colors are purple and green, and don't you be wearing that unless you represent. So.
And people think I'm black.
No, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, we're a gang, but we're also probably the gayest gang on the planet. I don't know if you've seen my feed, but it's kind of all, lesbian and gay porn. So.
The thing that I would say and that I would stress is that do not go to the site.
Do not go to the Crash Override website, please. It is likely dual use, a publicity stunt / cash grab, and a honeypot for doxing. Please steer clear.
And the other thing is that I find extremely interesting is so they have the countdown clock on there, and it doesn't open until next year, yet somehow it's already helping people.
Well, it doesn't actually. Thank you. I'll go ahead and give reference to Mundane Matt on this. He did the math on the clock. Guess when it opens up? August 15th, 2015. Guess what came out on August 15th, 2014?
Depression Click.
Oh, no. Is that no? That's when the Zoe post went up.
Yep. Yeah, on the anniversary of the Zoe post, they will be launching.
Because that's not some egotistical modder bullshit right fucking there.
And can we talk about? So I was reading Cosmopolitan at work today.
In case anybody didn't hear, she said cosmopolitan.
And there was a piece in there about the fact that it does the whole trending, like this is in and this is out, and people carry their cats out in public. But one of the things that's in is girl-approved dating apps. And I've ranted about it before, that there is site after site after site, and now app after app after app, where women dish and bag on their exes.
What?
But somehow a man doing this is the
harassment.
Yes,
What?